Can ChatGPT fix a 50-year-old motorcycle? I'm about to find out. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewinded. Today we have something special. We're going to see if ChatGPT can fix a 50-year-old motorcycle.
Oh yeah, this'll end well. Definitely not a bad idea at all.
So here are some of the rules of the way this little challenge is going to go on. I'm going to tell ChatGPT what's wrong with the bike, and it's going to tell me what to do.
Which means I'm the brains, you're the hands, and everyone watching gets front row seats to this disaster.
All right, ChatGPT, meet your patient. A 1974 Honda XL100. It's been sitting for decades.
Ah yes, the legendary XL100. 99cc's of four-stroke farm bike glory. Back in '74, this was Honda's entry-level enduro. Kids learned to ride on it. Parents rode it to check fence lines. And every surviving example today smells like old gas and broken promises.
So this is its patient, 1974 Honda XL100. So guys, I want to interrupt this episode really quickly to let you know who the winner is of the Eastvolt 46-piece ratcheting set. Settle down. I'm going to tell you right now, it is Seeing Rainbows. Seeing Rainbows. SEEINGRAINBOWS. Go ahead and send me an email at motorcyclerewind@gmail.com and I will have this sent right out to you. And guys, if you didn't win, don't worry. We've got more great stuff coming. So just tune in. I do know that it kicks over. So that's a start. I didn't want to throw ChatGPT completely under the bus. So ChatGPT, what's the plan?
Try not to set it on fire. That's step one.
Whoa. Whoa. It doesn't run. No idea if it has spark, fuel, or compression. So where do we start?
Standard procedure. Spark, fuel, compression. But first, safety check. Make sure there aren't any mice living in the airbox. I'm not diagnosing rodent damage today.
Okay, let's follow instructions. Hop off this guy and check the airbox for mice. We ain't got no mice. We'll just disconnect it right here. No mice.
Shame. They usually add horsepower.
And, yep, let me stay. Let's move on to the next one.
Pull the plug, ground it, give it a kick. If you see sparks, we celebrate. If not, welcome to electrical gremlin land. Population, you.
Let's check, see if it's got spark. No spark. Okay, so ChatGPT gave me a checklist to do. Basically a flow chart, kind of if and then, if this, like you see in the back of owner's manuals. So we have it, and let's start with the first one. Is the key on or key off? Let's work our way through it. Key on. Key off, key on, yes. Run on, off. So, is it a good plug? Let's check. I mean, it's good enough for what we're doing. Let's see, call cap and wire. Okay, let's go ahead and pull the tank and seat off just so we can see everything a little bit better. Okay, that's off. Let's get this guy off. Okay, ChatGPT, I know you want me to check the coil next, but should I check the battery?
Oh, look at you thinking ahead. Cute! Except, plot twist, your 1974 XL100 doesn't even have a battery for the ignition. It's a magneto-based system. Translation, as long as you can kick it over, it should spark, dead battery or not.
Oh, it's being smarty pants. Okay, next is coil wire and cap. Snip the end off. Let me put this guy back on so we know we've got a good connection. Coil wire looks good. We'll check the plugs on the other side, make sure everything's plugged in, and then we'll try kicking again. Let's just make sure all these are plugged in, coils plugged in, everything's good. Our wires are good here. Next on the list is to check our points. Okay, let's clean these up. Some fine sandpaper as directed. There you go. Let's check for spark. Okay, so I didn't want to chase my tail too much. Well, I didn't want to just keep doing work that we could check it very quickly. So I went ahead and plugged in a battery just to test it. Let me see what I found. Let me show you what I found. And then we're going to tell ChatGPT it was wrong. Okay, the first thing we discovered was the switch normally here turning back is on. This one is turning forward is on. You can see by my tail light coming on and off. So off, on. So let's leave it in the off position and get back over here. Okay, this is with key on, battery disconnected. Oh, battery disconnected. And keep an eye out right there. Key on, battery disconnected. We got no spark. Key on, battery connected. Key on, battery connected. You see it? Let me turn your light off to make it easier to see all the Katy Perry's in there. Yeah, we got spark. So now let's gloat. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT has to say for himself. So, hey, ChatGPT, I was checking for spark and I was not getting any spark. And I know you told me that this bike doesn't need a battery for spark, but I said, what the hell? Let me put a battery in. And guess what? We have spark. Let's see what kind of snarky response he's gonna have.
Oh wow, would you look at that? Mister, I don't need a battery. Just shoved one in and suddenly we've got spark. Totally normal. Definitely not because some backyard genius rewired this thing in 1987 with speaker wire and wishful thinking. But hey, congrats. You accidentally fixed Honda's engineering with a battery it never needed.
We've got spark. Okay, before we move on to seeing if this thing makes a next step forward, you know, ChatGPT did bring up a good, I don't know if it's a good point or not. Was this bike wired a little differently? It does have, this is not a stock connector, so did they join a couple of connections together? I don't know. If it's a ignition to where you don't need it to spark, but now it does, let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. But we're just gonna hook the battery up and see if we can make this thing run. So let's see what it wants me to do next. Hey ChatGPT, I went ahead and cleaned up the spark plug with a little wire brush for you before I put it back in. I want you to be successful.
Oh wow, thanks. Cleaning the plug for me. That's adorable, like polishing a turd and calling it a diamond. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the effort, but this plug has seen things, man. Wire brushing it is like giving CPR to a mummy.
Okay, now we're at
the old spray and pray method. Bold move, my favorite kind. Sure, let's hit it with starting fluid. Worst case scenario, it backfires and singes your eyebrows. Best case, instant proof the engine wants to live. If it runs, I'm taking full credit. If it doesn't, you definitely sprayed too little, or too much, or the wrong hole. Not my fault either way.
We're going to do the little spray and pray technique. A little starting fluid, wide open throttle, spray in, set that guy down, choke on, key on. Yep, and let's kick it. Hey, let's try again. Let's put some fuel to it. Okay, we have our auxiliary fuel tank hooked up, key on, fingers crossed. Hey, we just need to choke it. Let's try again. Let's see if I can keep my choke on. Sounds a little rattly. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let me choke it a little bit more. Let's keep it choked. Okay, I'm not kicking it anymore. We're going to use our electric starter. Well, it's running. Let me turn the key off. But I think we have a fuel issue in the carburetor. My guess is the pilot jet is still clogged and it's only running on the main jet. So if you have the idle turned up, it'll get into that. So I think that's where maybe our problem is. At least that's what I think. As far as making this motorcycle run, we followed the steps and it runs. We'll have to do a little bit more to it, but I think we're pretty good. Let's check in with ChatGPT. ChatGPT, I know I've been making you wait to find out if it runs. Okay, let's let it know. It runs.
The 1974 Honda XL100 runs? Wait, hold up. Let me savor this moment. 50 years of neglect, one wire brushed plug, and a whole lot of questionable decisions. And somehow, we pulled it off. Honestly, I'm shocked. You? Not so much.
Hold on, it doesn't run that good.
All right, don't panic. Bad running means fuel's still sketchy or timing's off. Translation, the carb is still half full of 1974, or your points are about as precise as a wet spaghetti noodle.
We'll worry about cleaning the carburetor later. Okay, Chad, I'll let you bask in the glory while I put this motorcycle back together.
Go ahead, take your victory lap. Post it, brag about it, tell everyone how we brought it back from the dead. Just maybe don't mention it runs like a chainsaw in a blender. That's future use problem.
I'm not bolting it back on because we're still gonna have to come in here and do some more work, but I like to put everything back where it goes before I leave so I don't have a mess. Well, it runs. Sort of. Not great, but it runs.
Sort of is a win in my book. Hey, we took a silent lawn ornament and turned it into a loud lawn ornament. That's progress.
Next time, we're digging into the carburetor to see if we can get this thing running like it should.
Can't wait. Nothing says fun weekend like peeling 50-year-old varnish out of a jet the size of a pinhole. Bring gloves and maybe therapy.
So guys, have you ever had the question, can ChatGPT get a 50-year-old motorcycle running? Well, I guess the answer is yes. It still needs a little bit of love, but I think if we clean this carburetor and then put some air in these tires, we take this thing for a ride. Only thing it's missing is this side cover. And I think we're gonna do in the next episode when we clean up the carburetor, I think we're gonna clean up the bike too, because I think we cleaned this thing up and it's not bad. I mean, it's in good shape. It's decent. It's got 11,237 miles on it on an XL100. So next episode with this, we're gonna go ahead and take it for a ride. Well, we'll finish it up. That's awesome. Guys, I hope you liked this video. I had a good time doing it. And as always, thanks for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day.